Welcome to our Christmas edition of Power Mouth. Today, I'm going to be interviewing an up and coming brand designer who is full of purpose and he is ready to pursue it. Welcome, Joshua Prince. Welcome to the Power Mouth Show. It is really great having you here. Now, Joshua Prince is a VIP special guest for me here on this show, and I'm going to let you know why a little bit later. But as I had mentioned as I had mentioned before, he is a up and coming brand designer, and it is really great to have you on the show. How are you?
I'm great, thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here as
Great.
well. Yeah.
It is great to have you here. And now, you know what? It is a Christmas edition. So I just wanted to kind of start off with some icebreakers, okay? We're just going to have a little bit of fun. It's the last show. You know, it's coming to the end of the year, 2022. We're going into 2023, setting new goals and everything. But we're going to come to that. But first of all, we're going to just start off with a couple icebreakers. So I've got some questions. Okay, so you're going to choose your answer and then you're going to let me know why, okay? Roast British chicken or jerk chicken?
Well, I think that's a no-brainer. But
You got to let the viewers know.
Jerk chicken.
Why have you chosen jerk chicken?
I'll go for jerk chicken because that's what I've been growing up eating as well. So it's just in my roots. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the roast chicken is nice, but yeah, jerk chicken there's a bit more flavour, and I like spicy foods as well. So
okay,
yeah,
fantastic. The next one is roast potatoes or plantain.
All these roasts. I'm gonna go with plantain, just because I feel that there's a more sweeter taste and
okay. Yeah, it's more sweeter taste. It isn't linked to your upbringing, is it?
You could say that, yeah.
Okay, right, fair enough. I'm with you on the jerk chicken and the plantain. And then the next one is the traditional Black Christmas pudding, the British one, you know, the one that we see advertised, you know, on certain mainstream supermarket adverts, or the Black Jamaican fruitcake.
Yeah, the Black Jamaican fruit.
How did I know you were going to choose that? Now, listen, the next one I'm going to ask you, and you have to really think carefully about this one, okay? Because this could change the trajectory of your life, okay? The next one is mommy's cooking or grandma's cooking?
That's a hard one.
Think carefully, Joshua.
That is very hard. Is there an option for both?
There's no option for both.
I'm gonna go with mummy's cooking.
Okay, all right. Okay, that is that's great. But I'm sure that grandma's cooking is equally as lovely as mummy's cooking. Now you see, I'm being a bit cheeky here because this special guest right here said he's a VIP guest. He's a VIP guest because he is my son. Okay, so this is my son Joshua Prince, and you know, I am so proud of him. I thought, what was the best way to kind of finish off this year, you know, speaking to somebody that I've watched throughout the year. You know, you got hold of a vision and you ran with it, and you're doing so well with it. So we're going to just kind of jump more into that, okay? All right. Right, so as we are talking about, you know, we're ending the year 2022, and I just like to say Merry Christmas. We're going into 2023, but I know okay, that, you know, you were given a vision. Like I said, you are a brand designer of Prayer Release. Could you just let the viewers know, you know, your Insta and, you know, your website as well?
Yeah. So my Instagram for Prayer Release is Prayer Release Clothes. And my website is www.prayerrelease.co.uk.
Okay.
Yeah, I recently just uploaded my website like last week as well. So
Nice.
yeah,
And you're actually donning like
yeah.
your wear. This
You
is
got to
your
represent the
prayer. Yeah, you
yeah
got to represent
the
the
hat
Prayer
as well.
Release.
Yeah,
That is awesome. So could you just like let our viewers know, you know, how did Prayer Release come about?
yeah. So one time I was at work and yeah, the people I was working with they're quite funny and yeah, for some reason like they gave me disciplinary for like a week.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much further detail on that,
Yeah,
but
because you didn't go into it with me, did you?
yeah. but yeah, and I was kind of annoyed because obviously with their disciplinary, it meant that I couldn't work for the weekend. It was coming up for Christmas as well, so I wanted to work as much as possible so I can save and make some money, you know. But yeah, so I was at home and yeah, I was basically jobless for a week um and yeah, like I kept getting these, I'll say like visions in my head, and I was thinking, what's this? Like, what are these visions and whatever? The visions, it was like a praying hand and the angel wings as well. And what I did was I googled a tattoo um, praying hands with an angel wing, and I was like, you know what, this looks cool. Like, you know what I mean? This looks cool. Like, this looks unique and whatever. And like, I was like, what about if I put this on my own clothing brand?
Okay.
And the thing is, like, it's not just because I saw the picture, but it's because I felt led to as well. So obviously, like I said, I was getting visions as well. So I felt like someone or God was telling me, oh yeah, like this is a gift for you, or you need to do something with this vision, create it, or
So I'm going to just interject there because I know that for you, your faith plays a big part in your life. So
yeah,
I know that you regularly go to church. You have a relationship with God, but we go more into that
yeah,
a bit later.
of
So
course,
these visions that you were getting, you believe them to be from God, and then you kind of acted on it.
yeah. So yeah, like it says, I believe this from God, and I was like, cool. Like, I need to, like, God's obviously giving me these visions for a reason. So I was like,
Yes.
cool. Let me like do something. Like, let me put action into place
Yeah, come
as
on
well.
now.
So I was like, cool. So I started picturing and thinking of the logo or the vision that God was giving me. I was like, oh, imagine this on a clothing brand or whatever. So I was like, this will look cool. Do you know what I mean? And then I remember I called one of my friends, Liam, that I went uni with, and funny enough, he did graphics as
Oh,
well. So he's like
nice.
one of my closest friends. So yeah, he did graphics in uni as well. I was like, whoa. So I sent him the picture of the tattoo with the angel wing. He's like, yeah, that's hard. I was like, bro, like, could you draw the sketches up on like with that logo, but on like on a hoodie? And he was like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. And then I think it was the next day, he's done that for me, and he was like, Josh, like, yeah, this looks good, this is good, man.
Wow, look at that.
And I looked at the sketch, and that made me, that, like, how can I say it, expanded my vision even
Yes,
more
come
as
on
well.
now,
So
come on.
so from a tattoo to now the logo on the hoodie
Yeah.
is expanding my vision even more, and that gave me, what can I say, hope
Yes.
and yeah, more visions as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's like visions were birthing other visions, if that makes sense. So I was like, you know what, like, I could make a clothing brand with this, because I've not seen no other clothing brand with the angel with the angel wing and the praying hands, and you know what I mean. I was like, yeah, this could be my design as well. And I like clothes and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm a fan of I like clothes and all that stuff. I like hoodies and tracksuits and all that stuff. In fact, like in uni, more times than tracksuits.
Yeah.
As well, so it made sense. Like, oh, cool. Let me add some of my personal things into it as well. So let me create something that I like. So I designed the first design was my tracksuit as well because that's what I like. I like wearing tracksuits as well. I was like, cool. Let me put that on a tracksuit. My logo, the vision that I had. Let me put that on the tracksuit as well and whatever. And obviously, you can see I've birthed it out and the vision's come true as well. And it's just it's just a reminder as well. Like anyone with a vision or they're visualizing things and whatever, don't be scared to put into place because anything's possible, and sometimes it's God telling you.
All right, so you're jumping ahead a lot, because okay, just calm down a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to the name Prayer Release.
Okay.
Why did you choose that name?
Prayer Release. So I chose that name because I felt like it represented my logo, and I'll explain why. So before the Prayer Release, the logo of the creation of it and whatever, I had my logo first, and then after came the name.
Yes.
And I felt like the logo kind of spoke for itself. So, well, as you can see, we have the prayer hands, and we have angel wings. And to me, wings, they kind of represent like a release, like, you know, when birds fly or a dove flies or whatever, it represents some type of release as well, like freedom, being set free. And obviously we have the praying hands as well, so it was more like a creation thing. Like, but don't get me wrong, I did go through my stage of thinking of trying to find out other names and all that stuff, but it was like the names that I'd find, like maybe it might be like faith release or something, or it wouldn't really like feel right, and you know what I mean. And I didn't feel it didn't feel right. I was like, no, like it sounded good. Like I had many names, they sounded good, but like it didn't really align with my design.
Can I say, I mean, because you said like, you know, Prayer Release came about because, you know, like obviously the design of the logo. But when I think about Prayer Release, and obviously because I know you, I'm your mama, you know, you are one that you release prayer like
you're
okay. Am I spoiling it? Nah. Okay, but okay, let me just say my little piece. Like, you are one, excuse me, to pray like you release prayer. So you know what, I'm gonna let you jump on that because I don't want to. You talk about that.
Because funny enough you said that, because that was my next point that I was gonna go into as well. So like I found it funny that. Not funny, but I was like, this is a coincidence. Like, I found, after going through all the trials and errors with the name, and then when I found the name Prayer Release, I was like, yeah, like, that's spot on. Like, that's great. You know what I mean? That felt good in my soul, in my spirit. I was like, yeah, cool. Prayer Release, like, that makes sense. And then sometimes you have to sit down and think, like, why does that name mean so much to me? And then, as I was thinking, you know what? This makes so much sense because, like you were saying, that I do pray a lot. Like, I love praying to God.
Prayer warrior.
Yeah, through church as well. Like, that's what I was known for praying. And praying, I'd always get called up to pray, and people call me prayer warrior as well. So it kind of, like, the way everything aligned, and then it kind of aligned to my personality I'll say it's pretty amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because this is like I've designed it, and then stuff start to make sense after as well. So
absolutely,
that's how like God, He can work in like
in mysterious ways. He works. He does. I mean, I must say, listen. I mean, you can pray up a storm.
Yeah.
And when you pray, you pray. You don't do no short prayer. You go in. But I have to just say, like, when it comes to when it comes to, you know, dinner time, you're not the best person to call up on for, you know, praying, because you will make our food go cold. You have us all standing there looking at you like, come on, just finish the prayer. You know? Because you can go on, you get filled and you go on. And that's a beautiful thing. But just when we're ready to eat and the kids are crying out for their jerk chicken and plantain, it might not be the right time to call on you to pray. So
Wow.
that is really fitting. Prayer release is really, excuse me, fitting for the brand and for the brand owner as well, because that's what you do. So you actually do represent your brand.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about your brand. We're talking about purpose. Okay, and now I know that you are you want to live and fulfill your purpose.
Of course.
Okay, we've had many discussions regarding this, and you know, I really do love to see people fulfill their purpose in life and just to go for it. I don't think I would be doing this if I didn't want to see people, or didn't see people just overcoming things and just really going for it and pursuing it. And that's what I've seen you do. You're pursuing the vision that God has given you, and I don't think it's stopping at this. This isn't just it for you. Okay, and I love to see young black, you know, men especially as well. You know, they can get a bad, you know, what's the word, reputation, or you know, people can, you know, judge them maybe a little bit more severely. But we have some really talented young men, and you know, you are an example of that as well. So just tell our viewers, what does it mean to you in regards to fulfilling, like, you know, purpose, destiny? What does that all mean to you? We hear it, but what does it mean to you personally?
Well, I love this question because purpose and destiny, same words there. These are the words that come to mind every day, because I strongly believe that everyone, when I mean everyone, every single person on earth has a unique mission to fulfill on earth.
Yeah.
I feel like God created us for a reason, and it's up to us to find that reason and to fulfill it as well. So, and I also believe that, like, even sometimes in times where you feel like, oh, life's going slow or nothing's happening, I believe that it's important to pray to God and maybe communicate to God, like, oh yeah, why does everything feel still? And if you do that, I'm telling you, I feel like I know He will show you the way. He'll show you what you're supposed to be doing as well. And also, like, I believe that everybody's wonderfully, beautifully made, and we all, like I said, we all have a mission.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, if not, then God wouldn't have created us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? God wouldn't have created us. It's like me creating a car or an airplane, they're all designed for a purpose.
That's right.
As well, like
even a dishcloth is designed for a purpose. Everything, a sponge is designed, so even more so. And you know, I've said this before. So what about us?
What about us, human beings, and we have dominion and power over the world.
Come on.
What about us? You know what I mean? Even animals, they all have a purpose.
They all have a purpose.
You know what I mean? Like chickens, they make eggs.
Yes,
and, do you know what I mean? And that produces stuff for us to eat. But it's a purpose. You know what I mean? It's not the best example, but it's
everybody has purpose.
Yeah, it's a purpose. Like, so I feel like this is just like a motivation for everyone, like everyone watching this. Like, if you feel like I said, if you feel like everything in your life is still is on pause, and like you got nothing going on good in your life, like you need to change your mindset, because like I said, if airplanes or animals have a purpose, and these are things that God created or whatever, more so you will as well.
I loved what you said there about, if you find yourself on pause, because, even I've pushed out a few messages saying, unpause yourself, unpause yourself. Sometimes we just, live in life and we just living on pause because of fear.
Yes.
Fear to go forward. It is a scary thing to make these big changes and and even the small changes, not even the big changes, it's the small changes as well that can bring fear into us, because then we feel like we're not good enough, or whatever reason that we are made to believe or think. But like you said, we are all here for a purpose.
Yes.
We absolutely are all here for a purpose. So it is time to unpause. Unpause yourself. What are you going to be doing in 2023? We're wrapping up 2022 now, and how do you want to see 2023? And I'm going to throw that question out to you. For you, going into 2022 now, know that you've just started your clothing brand and you're getting things going, and and that is great. But what is your expectations for 2023?
Well, for 2023, I feel like it's a lot of action that's going to be placed, a lot of action. So I feel like 2022, it was a lot of visualization and planning as well. But I feel
yes,
as I've got to the end of 2022, that's when there's been a birthing of some actions. And that, so for example, like I just had my website published last week, and I've made stuff happen, you know what I mean? If it's video shoots, photography, all that, there's little steps. But I feel like going into 2023 is expansion now. So it's like,
come on.
It's expansion. It's like, for me, it's me going all in, like no breaks, no nothing. It's me going all in, giving my 100% in, and believing in what I believe in. Do you know what I mean? So that's like, like I said, just trying my best, like to push out my brand and to, just motivate people as well. Because like, with my brand as well, I call it a fashion for purpose.
Yeah, come on now.
I say that because it's not just the clothing brand. My clothing brand, it represents a meanings as well. So for example, like I got the green logo, which represents endurance.
Come on.
As well, and that's just these are just reminders, like, whatever you're going through, like, you can endure it. Like, God gives us the power to endure things as well. So you might be going through pain, a loss of something, or health issues, or whatever. God knows what you're going through. But these are reminders, not little reminders, but they're big reminders.
Come on.
Through God, He will give you the endurance to go through it as well. And I got other colours as well, so there's maybe the blue one as well. I've kind of mix and match today.
Come on.
I'll kind of mix and match today, but blue represents faithfulness as well. So these are reminders, like, even when you go on my website as well, that I have the descriptions and all sorts, and these are like, for example, faithfulness is a reminder that, like, faith is the belief of something you got to see, like God, you know what I mean? And that, and it's also, it's a belief that, you should put your trust into God as well. So so it's just like encouragement as well.
Trust.
You know what I mean?
I guess it's trusting, for people to trust in their abilities, that they can do it.
Exactly.
If you set your mind to it, you can do it. And you kind of made a key point that I wanted to go back to, because you were saying, like, obviously you got the vision and you started to do your things, whatever, but it's about actioning. And I know that many people have had the vision. Many people have even written down what they want to do. They've had these big dreams, these big visions, but when it comes to it, just actually actioning them, that is when the fear sets in and they don't do it.
Yeah.
And then that's all it becomes. It's just a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just a dream when, you know, we can live the dream.
Exactly.
You know, when God is calling us to live the dream, He's calling us to, you know, just to trust in Him, to have faithfulness, to endure,
So, yeah,
you know.
course, yeah.
So that, you know, that is really important. So I was going to ask you why faith and prayer is so important to you, but I believe that you kind of answered that.
Yeah.
You know, it is to do. You just want to, I guess, see the fulfillment of what God has for you. It's about purpose. It's about destiny. I would like to ask you though, what is the best advice that you have recently heard? And it can be from anywhere, like best advice that you have heard, or it could be from way back. Whatever advice that you remember in your head.
The best advice I say I recently heard is from one of my good friends, Kai, which is the fear is the way. So,
ooh.
yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Okay, Kai.
Yeah, fear. So yeah, fear is the way, and it kind of goes back to what we was talking about many people dream but they don't pursue, and that's because it's fear that's holding them back, and we've all been accountable of that. I've been accountable of that as well. Like even me starting off my brand, there was times where I was counting with fear, and like I was like, you know what, I don't want to promote this. What would people think? Or I don't want to do this. What would people think? Or should I do that and whatever? But when I think about it, if I didn't walk through that door, like say there's a door and it says fear in it or whatever. If I didn't open that door, then I wouldn't have be here right now with my brand.
Oh, come on now, come on.
All that stuff. So yeah, like I really respect and appreciate that phrase that Kai said to me, because it means a lot, and like now that I've seen that, oh yeah, fear is the way, it makes me want to go hard in other aspects in my life. So anything that I might be scared to do, like now I'm like, oh, okay, I've done it with my clothing brand. I'm gonna do it. I can do it with that. I can do it with this, and this is motivation as well. Like anyone, like I said, we're all created for a purpose.
Yes.
We're all unique, and that's why some can sing, some can rap, some can draw. You know what I mean? Some are very intelligent when it comes to maths. We all have unique powers, I like to say. Powers, abilities. You know what I mean? We're all unique and like uniquely made as well. And I know there's some people out there watching, and they've had the vision like or dreams when they was younger or even now that I want to be a singer, I want to be a rapper, I want to write poems, I want to, you know what I mean, be a presenter as well, like, but it's just fear that's holding them back. I just want to motivate the people listening that like don't let fear hold you back. Like you need to, trust me, you want to fulfill purpose in your life, you need to open the door. You have to open the door and walk through it and face it.
Do it scared. Do it feeling scared anyway. Just do it. Do it.
Trust me, because you'll feel way much better at the end of it. Once you walk through the door, walk through the corridor, and walk through the tunnel, there's light, and you'll feel way much better, because once you've done it, you're like, oh, I've done that, so I can do it again. And that's when you start fulfilling different stuff in your life, and stuff start to lock, and you know what I mean, and start to align, because you're like, oh, I've done that, I can do this, and then you start doing well, like, you know what I mean, you start opening other doors and other avenues, and that could be avenues to different streams of income or different blessings or whatever, different careers, you know what I mean. It opens up other doors as well. So once you face fear, it will help you to face other fearful things you may have in your life as well.
Absolutely. Because I'm really listening to you, you know, I'm listening to the things that you're saying, and you know, you mentioned about your friend who gave you that fantastic, you know, phrase that you're able to hold on to, and I'm sure it will be with you as long as you live. Always. And so, you know, it brings back to me now the people that we have around us.
Very important.
So important.
Very.
It is so important who you connect with. It is so important who you allow in your space. It is so important who you allow to give you advice. It is so important those that those that you share an intimate relationship with, So even that, I look and see that you do have a good set of friends as well, and I would say most of them you are all like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear you, I'm not eavesdropping or anything.
Sure.
Well, but very business orientated, very purpose driven. Just like no nonsense. We're gonna go for it, and I absolutely love that. So, I just feel like whoever we surround ourselves with, just be mindful of that.
Of course.
Be mindful of that, because and I know it's Christmas edition, and I'm not trying to put it down on things. I'm really not trying to, but just because we're going forward into the 2023, and it's about progress, isn't it? It's about making them changes, and those changes include our surroundings. It really does. It includes those people that we are around. It includes those that might hold you back, that might hold us back. Some things you have to let go of the old so you can step into the new.
Yeah, of course.
So for me, that is a big one. And I think for most people going forward in life is, get rid of the old, step into the new. Even if you're feeling fear, get that key, turn the door, walk through it, and face it. Face it. Because if you don't face it, you're going to just end up getting older with regrets, which I think you've heard me say plenty of times. Oh my gosh, that is one of the, for me, is like actually getting old and just dying with all these regrets because I did not go forward and do what God has called me to do, What advice would you give to people, especially, specifically, young black men? You are 24.
Yeah.
You're 24. You are a young black man. Last time. From what I know. So, what kind of advice would you give to somebody that is, they feel that the way that they have to go is a way that is not going to, bring them any form of joy, It might just be temporary, like all this going out there and just wasting away.
Yeah.
What advice would you give?
I would advise people that that kind of move like that to, like to think about and visualize. Goes back to visualize. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And it also goes back to regret as well, because I could be going to the parties, this and that, whatever, for the next 5 years. I could visualize that, but I know if I did that, spent my money on parties.
Please don't.
I'm going out. And don't get me wrong, it's not bad to enjoy yourself then. But if you idolize it and make it something like you do every week or every day, then like from what I visualize, that my health is not going to be great. I might not be on track on my purpose as well, because it can be a distraction as well. Like I might, I might attract the wrong people in my life as well.
Yeah, come on now.
So like it's also important to put yourself in the places around the right people as well, because certain environments you put yourself, you're going to attract the wrong people and whatever. So you're going to be making more friends that they want to party and do this and that. And again, like I said, party is not bad, but there's more to life than that. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like you're gonna, let's say that you'll surround like yourself with more people that's not as purposeful as well. Whereas you go to the gym or whatever, like on a daily basis, or more than going to parties, and you'll find yourself surrounding yourself with people that's more purposeful.
Yeah.
And whatever, because you know what I mean. They're in the gym, they're
They
working
do,
out, they got a goal in their head. That you know what I mean. And when I say purpose, there's different aspects to it as well.
Yeah.
As well. So someone they might visualize a body that they want, like they want the six pack, the arms, the lean, and whatever. Yeah. They visualize that, and they're going hard in the gym because that's what they want.
Could be health issues health. Where you know if they don't sort themselves out, then you know.
That's what I'm saying. So like surround yourself in certain areas or certain environments is good, because you'll find yourself around positivity and purposeful people if you're in the right environment. So maybe church or the mosque or wherever, you know what I mean, you'll find yourself surrounded by people who's got a purpose, you know what I mean, because I'm assuming they believe that that they've made for a specific reason, God's made it for a specific reason, and they're going to all have that type of mindset, and that's going to kind of rub onto you as well. So that's what I would recommend. Just be careful who you surround yourself with, because I'll tell you, if you surround yourself with the wrong people, that's not on their purpose and that's not doing no good in their life or whatever, then you can easily fall down that path as well. It'll be very easy for you to do that. But if you surround yourself with good people that's purposeful, then it'll be easier for you to surround yourself on that good path. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like if I surrounded myself with, I don't know, 5 people around my age, and they've all made £1 million.
Yeah, come on.
They've all made £1 million. They have successful businesses. Great entrepreneurs. Then there's more of a chance of me doing the same. Do you know what I mean? Because I would have learnt through their mistakes or whatever, because they would have told me, because that's what friends do. And whatever. I would have learnt through their mistakes, and I would have been motivated as well. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. These are doing that. I need to be doing that. I need to get me fits up as well. Like I need to be on their level as well. Or whatever. But it's the same. Then it's the same with like, oh, cool. If I was with 5 other people around my age and all they do is party, drink, and whatever, and they're not fulfilling their purpose, they're not in the career they want, and blah blah blah, and because they're distracted, I'm going to be distracted as well, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, okay, that's cool, these others are doing that, whatever, like, you know what I mean, if they could do it, I'll do it as well. Like it's not that deep and whatever as well. And because there's no ambition in that group, there's no drive, there's no, you know what I mean, there's no positive energy as well. That's what it is. So it's important that you surround yourself with the right energy as well. If you surround yourself with good energy and with people with purposeful mindsets, then you're going to want to fulfill purpose. It's going to rub off on you. Yes. Like just like that, it's going to sprinkle on you. And you might not notice it, but it will each and every day. Like it will sprinkle on you little by little, and until you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I want to be like that. I want to,
So what is key to your success? And I'm speaking it because you know what? Everybody looks at success as what you financially got in the bank, you're rolling with millions and whatever, but to me, success is the steps, the smaller steps that you make. You know, in your journey, you're getting things done, you're seeing things progress. That is success in itself as well, because if not, you would have been stuck in the same place. So what has been the key things for you, or the key people in your life that has really helped you to kind of focus?
Okay. Good question. I would say the key things towards my success has been, like I said, the right friends. So the right friends I have around me or whatever, and like you know, I'm around like purposeful, driven men, and some even have their own business and they're doing their thing as well. And I feel like that's helped me as well. That's motivated me and pushed me even more. So that's one key as well. Another thing is, I would say God. I would say God. Can't leave that one out because, like with God, like just praying to Him and having a relationship with Him is helped me to have a positive mindset, and it's motivated me as well. And I feel like the more I pray, communicate with God, and fast and tithe, the more aligned the more like aligned I am with His purpose that He's given me as well.
Absolutely.
So I feel like, and it's weird because I always get a feeling that when I'm not doing them things, that I call it the special trio of praying, fasting, and tithing.
Okay, special trio.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I'm not in alignment. You know what I mean? I'm not in full alignment as well, and that's because maybe I'm distracted. You know what I mean? Or I might be going out partying or whatever, this and that. It's a distraction. You know what I mean? And I'm not in full alignment. But when I'm head on, fully concentrated on God, and I'm fasting, time with praying, it's like everything connects.
Yes.
Like it connects, and it's
like
like
the dots.
Like it connects the dots, and then the lights just start shining and
and
whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I visualize it.
Yes,
everything connects, and then when them lights are shining, like the more they shine, the more you're walking in purpose as well. The more.
That's so interesting. That's why vision is so important, because everybody has their own vision, and I've got my own of like exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like God is definitely a key to my success, because He keeps me motivated. Also, like reading the Bible as well, it gives me knowledge and wisdom, which is very important as well. Like, and the Bible or the Quran, whatever you may read, if you read it, there will always be natural wisdom and spiritual wisdom as well that you can gain from it as well. And well, for me personally, I'm a Christian, and I read the Bible, I meditate on the Bible, and that gives me, when I meditate on it, I feel like it makes me wiser. Like I'm reading and I'm learning stuff. I feel like everything, like all the key stuff that you need in life as well, like key steps. Let's say key steps. I feel like they're in the Bible, and that's why I like to call a Bible a manual.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Actually,
Bible is a personal manual that was given to us as well. And if you read it and meditate on it properly, you'll see that like there's key steps for every aspect in your life as well. And some may not notice it, and there's been times I may have not noticed it, but that's because I'm not meditating, and I might be just reading through as well. But there's a difference between reading and meditating as well. So so I'll say that's another key aspect, the Bible to me as well, because it's been like a guideline to me as well, and it keeps me on track. It's made me more knowledgeable, more wiser as well. And like it's a manual. Like you need a manual to work a TV.
Yeah, come on now. So you need the book of life.
A book of life, exactly. You need a manual to make an airplane or to make cars as well.
So do you need to live your life?
Exactly. And once you have once you read the manual to make a car or to make an airplane or to get it to work as well, it starts moving and starts fulfilling its purpose as well. It's the same with us as well. Once we read the manual, then we can start fulfilling our purpose, because in that Bible, Quran, whatever you may read, there's instructions as well for us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that will help us to fulfill our purpose. So,
absolutely.
So they're the key to my success.
And excuse me, I think that you kind of like just missing one thing as well.
Oh yeah, and so how could I forget?
How?
But you know they say they leave the best to last.
Okay, so you need to speak.
My mother, she's you.
Yes,
me.
Let
me address you. Let me address you. You're a very purposeful thinker, if that makes sense. You have a purposeful mindset, and I really I've noticed that you're all about fulfilling purpose as well, and I feel like that's rubbed off on me. You know what I mean as well. So as much as I have my friends and I've God and the Bible as well, the fact that I'm seeing you do things like with your power of mouth and other stuff that you've got set to do as well, and you've been planning to do, it motivates me as well. You know what I mean? It motivates me, and it goes back to being with the right friends and that, whatever. But this is more beneficial to me, and even I'm more thankful because it's not just my friends, is you, and like I kind of have no choice to be around you, innit? Like so.
Absolutely right.
So you that naturally rubs off me, innit? So there's no choice. But with friends, you could choose. I could choose. Oh, I want to chill with that person. I want to chill with that person. But with you, we live in the same household as well. So it rubs off me every day. And whether we're with my friends, I might not be with them every day. So their that motivation or whatever inspiration, it rubs on me when I'm with them or when I talk to them on the phone. But with you, it's because I see you always busy working on your visions, on your plans, and that as well. I see it every day when I wake up, before I go to bed. It rubs off me. Do you know what I mean? And so yeah, that keeps me motivated, and that's been key to my success as well. So
okay. You shall have dinner tonight. I mean, you can't leave your mother out here, you know, because you know that's one thing that you know is so important to me. For you, all of my children, you know, you're one of 6. You know what a household is like. You know, so it's a purpose. It's so important. So this is exactly why I said, you know what, my last interview for this year during this time, you know, you know, of reflection as well. Like you could have been doing anything. You could have been doing anything, you know, but I've seen you. You got the vision, and you ran with it. You ran with it, you know, and so I am really so proud of you. And you know, you are that very important person for me right now to interview, because there are so many out there that are stuck. They're on pause, and they need to be unpaused, and they need to go forward, and you know, they can do it. They can do it. So I just, before we round off our interview, which has been, you know, fantastic. I don't take it for granted that you're my son, and you know, thank you for even coming.
It was an honor.
And yeah, bless you, darling, and coming and allowing me to interview you, you know. But I had to, because you know you represent so many other people out there, specifically black men out there, that might feel frustrated. I know that at this time, especially that, you know, drawing to the end of the year, there's a frustration that can take place in people because they haven't quite fulfilled what they wanted to fulfill. And, you know, but it's not too late. It's not too late. So on that note, I just want you, if you could just look directly at this camera. Thank you. And just encourage those out there that, you know what, it isn't too late, and another year's coming around and they can do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd like to say, first of all, like, yeah, man, if you have any dreams or visions, go forward with it. Like, don't let fear hold you back as well, because like I said, like I've been there. Fear can hold you back and stop you from doing the things you want to do. But we only have one life. We only live once.
Come on.
I only live once. So what's stopping you from doing what you want to do? And even if that's also like, even if that's, you might think, oh, what do people think of me? Or whatever, this and that. That can be a type of fear. But at the end of the day, like most of the people that you're fearing about or what they think, they're not going to be paying your bills. They're not going to be. They're not going to be supporting your family. They're not going to be marrying the person you're going to marry as well. And when you die, whatever, they're not going to be going to the grave with you as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
right.
it's going to be you and it's like you and God only. So yeah, man, like you got to remember that and do what you need to do for yourself. Not think about others as well, unless it's benefiting people as well. But yeah, like don't let people's opinions kind of just be their block and barrier to your success and to your vision as well. Like whatever you have, whatever visions you may have, birth it now, and keep trying pushing it out as well. If it feels slow, it feels still, and you feel like everything's on pause, trust the process, because God's got a plan for us. God's got a plan for all of us, and it's all about trusting the process. So even when things go slow, it's working out for our greater good. So yeah.
Oh, and on that, thank you so much. On that note, we are going to end this interview. It's been fabulous having you. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence, my wonderful child. And, you know, I'm just wishing each and every viewer an amazing Christmas. Utilize this time. Come on, utilize this time. What is your visions? What plans? What goals do you have for 2023? How is your life going to look in 2023? You can make it happen. You need to unpause yourself. Okay, so with that, have a great time and thank you for tuning in to Power Mouth. Merry Christmas. If you like watching our Power Mouth interviews, press the button and subscribe.